Hello there, Cancer. Welcome back to Misfits of the Zodiac. My name is Ace. I'm going to be doing a monthly reading for you for the month of September. Cannot believe I'm saying that. I'm so excited for fall. I am definitely more of a Halloween kid than anything else, so I'm really excited to be doing the fall readings for you guys and starting them off with a banger. So, I pulled your cards already for you. I feel like you are setting yourself free this month. The overall vibe is that while you might be a little defensive about something, your defenses, I don't always get this from the Nine of Wands, but I feel like your defenses are up for a good reason because you are feeling something that's potentially a little toxic in your immediate environment that you feel is not serving you anymore. And you are looking to cut yourself free from that. And you're finding empowerment in the meantime. Okay. So, the cards that you started out with were the High Priest, Nature, and the Page of Pentacles. So the High Priest is, it's all about working with the energies around you. And, in this particular case, it's the masculine side. It's the solar energy. So working with kind of like sun energy, working with, this is usually the like Hierophant. It's talking about systems and kind of within societal norms. But I feel like that could be the thing that's like kind of trapping you a little bit. You might be more of an unconventional kind of soul. And instead of trying to fit in and instead of trying to do things the way that everyone else around you is doing things, you're kind of setting yourself free from that because you have nature next, which is, it's the Devil card in the normal tarot, which is all about attachments and setting yourself free from attachments. So in this particular depiction, he's setting this like trap, but there's this bear behind him. And there's these fawn that are hanging out behind him dancing. And he has a choice. He can either set the trap for himself and get stuck, or he can go back and hang out with these fawn back here, okay? So the Devil card is usually talking about something that's toxic. But in the normal depiction, it's two people who have these chains wrapped around their necks, but they're loosely chained. So at any point, they can unchain themselves and walk away from the situation. This is asking for you to walk away from the trap. Okay, what I'm getting from this is that because it's linked with the High Priest, this is asking you to kind of step away from convention and do your own thing. And that's going to be the thing that sets you free. Because the next card that you have is the Page of Pentacles. And this is you stepping into your own power. Potentially creating something that's going to make money for you on the side. Maybe you're looking at something like another stream of income outside of what your norm is, something that you want to create, you want to put out there, and you've just been like, I haven't seen anyone do that yet. That might be like an amazing reason to do it because you're filling into a space that no one was standing before, which is usually a great indication that it's going to probably do very well for you, especially if you can find a way to market it. This little guy is, I love the little dog with him. He's kind of his confidant, right? So he's creating this pentacle because he loves doing it. So taking something he loves and then finding a way to make money from it. You might not make money from it. You might just be trying something new and you're not doing it in the conventional way to doing it. I'm also not a very conventional person at all, not even in the slightest. So, doing things unconventionally, doing this work unconventionally is going to be the thing that sets you free. Does that make sense? So, I think that if you're able to do that, you will avoid this like sense of discontentment because you have the Four of Cups, which is next, which is all about, you can kind of see it in this lady's face. She's not thrilled. There's this gentleman outside the door here, and there is this little dragonfly here. So the gentleman out of the door is holding a cup of opportunity. Okay, so there's an opportunity coming to you, but you have to be willing to accept it and not get so caught up in the discontentment that you miss it. The dragonfly is a representation of a transformation. It's dragon energy, but it's also transformational energy. It's kind of like a snake, like shedding its skin. Okay, so it's also kind of similar to butterfly energy. It's all about transformation. You're transitioning into something else. You're transitioning, I think, into something that's going to bring you a lot of empowerment, because your next card is the witch, and she's all about doing things her own way, very unconventionally, because us witches are very unconventional people. We get called out for it all the time. That's what makes us interesting, though. So that's what makes you interesting. You don't have to be a witch. You just have to be someone who does things a little different than everyone else. Maybe a lot different from everyone else. Don't follow in the lines. Don't go with convention. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Okay? Because you've stumbled across something that you enjoy doing, and you enjoy doing it the way that you do it. This is asking for you to not get discontented because you're trying to follow in the mainstream of what everyone else is doing. You're getting stuck in that. You're seeing how everyone else, maybe on social media, wherever it is that you're seeing it, and you're like, I don't do it like that. There's a reason for that. Okay? You're not supposed to. I don't think you're a very conventional person, so that's not going to work for you. It's going to feel odd at first. It's going to feel a little overwhelming. I pulled some cards to go with this card because I was curious about what you could be not feeling, like what are you feeling discontented about. And the cards that I got was the Ten of Wands, which is heaviness. So trying to fit in, do things the way people want you to be doing them is making it harder. You got the Harvest, though. So if you can do it in your own way, you will have harvest. You will have that opportunity. The guy that came in with this cup, okay? It's going to come in thick and fast. Eight of Wands. This is communication coming in quickly. And wish fulfillment. So this is my wish card. It's a Nine of Cups. So this is talking about, there's like a little ladybug on the top of her, my brain is short-circuiting. Crystal ball. There's a little ladybug on the top of her crystal ball, okay? And there's Nine of Cups behind her. This is wish fulfillment, okay? So if you can find a way to do it your own way, you're going to find very quickly that that opportunity comes in. And the reason that it's coming in is because you're not doing it like everyone else, okay? You're doing it very much in a witchy way. You're being unconventional about it. Again, it could feel a little like you're a little overwhelming at first, because you don't really have a structure when you do things separate. That's kind of the whole point, right? When you're doing things differently, there is no like right way of doing it. There's no like step-by-step process, okay? So you have the Eight of Athames next. This woman is blindfolded. She's being asked to just continue. She's moving in the right direction even though she can't see where she's going. She's got a blindfold on. But there's apples that have fallen from the tree. This is a great fall card. I love this card for that. I love this whole deck for that. It's asking for you to stay the course. When things start getting confusing, especially since you're kind of like untrapping yourself and you're doing things differently and doing things your own way, and there is no step-by-step process, there's no color in the lines, it's going to feel a little overwhelming. Keep moving, okay? Try not to get defensive about your position either. This is the Nine of Wands. This is someone who's been through it. Someone who... Sometimes people look at this card as kind of like the wounded hero or the wounded soldier. You might have done this before and it might not have worked. So you're just like, oh, I feel like I need job security though. Okay. Try not to get stuck in your head about that because you're moving in the right direction. Keep going. Okay. When things start to get like a little uncomfortable, remember, there's a point to you doing unconventionally because it's going to work for you. And the reason I know that is because the last card in the deck, in your spread, is the Six of Wands, which is victory, man. You have all these people, all these naysayers, okay? I kind of feel like that for this particular reading. These are naysayers. These are all the people who tell you can't do it that way. You got to do it this way. Follow the lines, okay? Follow the steps. Everyone, this has been done a million times. Just do it the way everyone else is doing. No. That's not for you, okay? That's not for you. So, you will have this victory if you just keep following in your own footsteps, making your own path, because it will work for you, okay? Even if it doesn't work for anyone else. That's what I have for your main reading. I'm going to pull a card from my Wild Things Oracle, which is pretty fitting for you because wild things do not follow, my brain goes, the law. They don't follow their convention, okay? They're very unconventional. I just heard Tim Curry in my head. My conventionally. From, what is that movie? It's a very, Rocky Horror. Perfect for this time of year. Wow. Unconditional self-acceptance. How cool. I love this card so much. This is such a cool card. So, how cool is that card? If you are a spooky person like me, this is like such a great card. This feels like little you. This feels like little you knows what's up. They don't want to do things the way everyone else does them. When we're kids, we don't follow the rules all the time. We're constantly challenging things. We're going, why do we have to do it like that? Why are you telling me to do it like that? I want to do it this way. Try to sit with yourself and figure out what it is. I feel like with this Page of Pentacles, too, he's asking you to do the same thing. Another little kid. He's doing it the way he wants to do it. That's what I feel like you're being asked to do this month. There's something about... It might not even be business related. It could just be you just living your life unconventionally. Somebody wants to come in and tell you how to do things. And you're like, no, that doesn't make sense for me. Okay? So this is saying unconditional self-acceptance because it's hard to accept ourselves when other people don't accept us sometimes. We're trained and it makes sense, right? Because, you know, it's scary when you don't fit in sometimes. It's scary to be othered by people, okay? People have been put into that situation over and over and over again. And people are doing that for a reason. They're afraid of you for a reason. And usually it's because they just don't get you. They just don't understand you. But that's okay. You don't have to like mold yourself into something that makes sense to others. If it makes sense to you, it makes sense. Does that make sense? So, love yourself. Okay? I'm hearing the meme of that guy going, love yourself. Accept yourself. That's what you get when you get here. I'm a goofy son of a gun. So, I hope you enjoy. I'm getting a little loopy. It's been a long week. So, I'm accepting myself right now. I hope you are accepting this reading because I think that you have some really, really great energy coming. You have a victory, okay? I'm asking, begging you, pleading. Do things unconventionally. Do things weird. Be weird. We need weird right now. We don't need the same old BS. We really don't, okay? So finding self-acceptance and not getting in your head because you're doing things differently, your key for this month. Okay. Alright guys, I will see you next month for October. I have some ideas for the next reading, but we won't get into that just yet. Hope to see you next month. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good month. Bye.